I was campaigns manager for a small charity, and before that I practiced as a human rights lawyer for a number of years, so I had a bit of a career change.
I worked at Macmillan for 6 years, before which I had quite a varied career. I started off as a university lecturer.
I work for a mental health charity down in Devon, small mental health charity, and I work for a lawyer firm as well. And then, joined Macmillan.
My background was I did a politics degree and I did a master's in autism, but professionally I never really fit in anywhere as much as I have Macmillan, so all sorts of bits and bobs, but Macmillan is hopefully my sort of long-term vocation.
Something that I was passionate about, and to me that's the most important thing about work, is that you work in an area that you feel is important.
It's fast-paced, the work is quite varied. You get to meet lots of really interesting people.
All the projects that we are working to by nature are innovative. That's one of the main things. I think that's really fostered by the way that people are very open here, and they're kind of working across directorates and across departments. It's really fulfilling to work with a hospital and work through their problems and barriers that they might be facing to help them kind of adopt new technologies.
There are 2 million people living with cancer now. In 2030 there'll be 4 million. So as a result of that, all the things that we're doing is about future planning.
You know, we need to be out there inspiring local businesses to support us. We need to be out there inspiring individuals to hold events for us. We need to be out there making sure that people are, thinking of us if they're writing a will or if they've lost a loved one. We need to be making sure that we're being pulled around all these different income streams, and that's a real challenge, but also really motivating because it means that every day is so diverse, and you've really got a mix of different types of fundraising.
You actually have a massive impact. You might not feel like it all the time, but your work goes such a long way, and even if you don't see it, you're constantly helping people who are affected by cancer.
You're all working towards the common vision of the organisation and the ambition of the organisation.
It's just full of lots of staff members that are very driven and are very talented, and most importantly they care about each other.
There's a real sociable aspect to working here, and that's probably one of the best ways in which people get to know each other across the organisation.
There's lots of clubs and societies that you can get involved with.
We're there at all the events, whether that's marathons and half marathons, cheering along and making sure people have a great experience.
For one day a year, Macmillan are allowed to fundraise, street fundraise, anywhere all over London. And we did it all in teams, and it got really competitive, and which team raised the most money, and it was amazing. It was a really wonderful day, and the sun was shining. It was beautiful.
Whether you're working out in the regions or whether you're based in one of our offices, you will be making a real and genuine difference to millions of people, and it is an amazing feeling.
Macmillan will welcome you with open arms, and it's a fantastic place to be, and you'll make hundreds of friends.
It's the right organisation to work if you want challenge, you want to work in an organisation that's fast-paced and in an organisation where you can actually affect change.
Working together,
we make sure no one faces cancer alone.